for you. With that, we'll go to Luke Hancock first. Go ahead, Luke.
Hey, Coach, a great battle down the stretch, just a great game against Florida State. I was wondering, is it timeouts or is it just this team's mentality that your focus was, we're going to get to the rim? Florida State is usually this long, physically imposing, athletic team. And I thought your mentality, especially with Alondes, of just, we're going to find our way to the rim. We're going to get contact. We're going to be physical. Was that you, or is that just something that Alondes just has in his head?
No, I think that's more of a philosophical thing, Luke, that we have on offense. I think we're third in the nation in 2-point field goal percentage this year. I think it's really important to get to the rim and get fouled and get easier baskets. And so we're pretty tough-minded when it comes to getting there. Now, the hard part is you got to move the ball to get there, and it's hard to move the ball against Florida State because they put so much pressure on you on the perimeter and they switch. So a little different than what we exchange away from the ball. Against them, we did a little bit more first side cutting to the basket to loosen them up and then try to get it moved and then drive off a closeout. But philosophically, I think that's something that we've done all year long. And, it's something that I thought was important against them. Then it loosened them up and we're able to make some threes in the second half that really timely threes by Monsanto, Musius, and Williamson. It kind of won the game for us.
One quick follow-up, or really two, I guess here. Jake was 1 assist away from a triple-double. Did he give any of the guys grief for missing a couple of those late that would have put him to a triple-double? And then just in terms of turnovers, I think I saw 48 in the 2 wins against Florida State, but they are wins. It's got to feel good to kind of learn those lessons and still get a win. But is that something you talked about with the team, and how do you address that?
Well, I think, Jake was 4 turnovers and 1 assist away from a quadruple double, actually.
That's great.
Davian missed a wide open 3. I didn't know he was that close. That's back-to-back games. Alondes was 1 assist shy against Pitt on Wednesday from a triple double. He's already had 1. To have 2 guys out there that can do that makes me a lot better coach. I can promise you that. Yeah, I think he probably gave Davian a little grief. And, Davian was wide open. The 3 that Davian made, the 5-man closed out on him. He didn't even see the basket. And I know he didn't see the basket because I was standing behind him and I couldn't see the basket, And so the one he missed, he was wide open, which really, was kind of surprising. The turnovers are obviously an issue. And, you can't continue to do that. The reason why we won the game is because we played outstanding defense both games. We held them to 22% field goal percentage here and 33%, I think, or 32% there on Saturday. But, we have a philosophy here of sharing the ball. And unfortunately, our guys shared the ball too much with the other team. We need to have a little bit better ball security. And honestly, Luke, I looked at it hard yesterday. We had 26 turnovers, and I thought 13 of them were unforced, or just our inability to fake and make a pass or step out of bounds or travel or just lose the ball. I thought the other 13, 14, or whatever it was, they forced, and they're going to do that because they're long and athletic and they play hard. But, we've got to continue to play fast because we're really good in transition. It helps our offense. But in the half courts where I think most of our problems are, and we've got to be quick but don't hurry, and we have to play off 2 feet and not get sped up and play at our pace. And when we do that, we're really good.
Thanks, Coach.
We'll go to Connor O'Neill.
Steve, I know that some turnovers are going to happen. How do you kind of balance, you just mentioned the forced and unforced. How do you kind of balance getting them to fix the ones that can be fixed and then living with the ones that are going to happen?
I understand they're going to happen some in transition when you're trying to push fast. Okay, that's kind of part of it. And again, our offense is much more productive in transition than trying to play conservatively. My biggest issues with them are in the half court and not trying to hit a home run, but hit a single. And you've heard me say that before. And I think sometimes we're trying to thread the needle too much. We're driving it into too much traffic. And when we do drive it, we got to be strong with the ball. I mean, I could tell you, I wrote it down. There's 8 times we got stripped and ripped. I mean, like I said at halftime, there's really adjustment wise, there really wasn't. Most of the time there's adjustments. Okay. Hey, we got to guard this different. We got to run this play different. We got to do this, that. Hey, man, we got a blackout. We gave up 6 missed checkouts to start the game. Number 30, the walk-on, who I congratulated after the game, almost had a double-double by the first media timeout. And guys, we got to take care of the ball. I can't do that for you. I can't do that for you. I can put you in the right position, spots, and I'll take all the blame, all of it. But come on, you got to have better ball security. So we talk about it every day, but I got some drills we'll have to just bring out in practice. They probably don't want to do, but we're going to do it today and get ready to play NC State.
Thanks, Steve.
We'll go to Hank Kurz. Go ahead, Hank.
Hey, Coach. Usually this time of year, there's 5 or 6 or 7 teams in the top 25, and bracketologists are wondering if 10 or 11 teams are going to the tournament, and that's not the case this year. What do you think? Why do you think the ACC is getting so little love this year?
I don't know, man. I try to stay out of all that. I mean, I came the last time Wake went to the NCAA tournament, they were 9-9, and here I am. They're telling me we better win 13 or 14 league games to go to the NCAA tournament. Maybe I should have just stayed at East Tennessee State, I mean, golly. I mean, it's kind of disrespectful in a way, but I understand it. It's a narrative that we create, and then there's analytics and all that stuff. Maybe we didn't win enough games in the non-conference. I don't know. I mean, we didn't help that because we didn't play a great non-conference schedule, but we didn't need to. I mean, we had 9 new players or 10, and we didn't know what we really had before the schedule was made, and maybe that has something to do with it. But I know how hard the league games are, and like any league, they're hard. And so I don't know. I mean, we're 19-5. I mean, we're doing our part. We're trying. Maybe that's part of it. Maybe because us in Miami, Notre Dame, everybody. It's not the typical teams that are at the top of the league except for Duke right now. So maybe that's it. I don't know. I'm really not too worried about it. Honestly, I understand your question, but for me personally and with my team, we don't talk about that because the best way to fix it is to keep winning. And then they can't say anything, and that's kind of where we're at with it.
Thank you.
Steve, as always, thanks for the time. We appreciate it. Good luck this week.
Thanks. See you.
All right, we'll bring on Mike Bray from